Hello, welcome executives of the Central Utah Clinic, and thank you for investing your time to view this short presentation by eSmart Marketing. Let me ask you, do you find your Yellow Page ads don't generate the same result that they once did? Yellow Pages are really a dying medium with diminishing results. The internet has really changed everything in that area. Now, you're probably spending tens of thousands per year on them, yet 77% of all local business searches are now done online. And SEO is really a national strategy now and it's really no longer effective for local business generation. So how do you get more out of your advertising dollar? How do you get the effect of the old color Yellow Page ad with a more popular and growing medium? Introducing Google Places, the new Yellow Pages. Now, if you were to do a search for doctors or chiropractors or attorneys, any specific occupation or service provider in a city, it's going to populate a list, and it's going to bring up service providers in that area based on relevance, which can be based on location, reputation, a number of different factors. And all search engines really have this, in addition to Google Places, Yahoo, MSN, all have systems like this, where they've gone out and they've created tens of millions of what's called place pages. So a Google Place page basically it has been set up for every business out there pretty much, and it's just waiting to be claimed by these businesses, although most businesses have no clue they exist, and a lot of them may, but they're just not sure how to claim them and complete them. But basically, they're a great little marketing tool that provide information on the location, phone number, a link to the website. You can put pictures on there, videos. There's a map here. And best of all, there's a place for your patients to go and review your services, and that's very important. And they review them there below, and as you can see, this doctor has very good reviews, which I'm sure gives her a great presence in New York City where she's at, and she apparently is, really one of the top plastic surgeons in that area. And so it's really important to have great reviews, and it's kind of a double-edged sword. I mean, you want to have great reviews um, because it's kind of like internet word-of-mouth advertising, which is extremely powerful, but also, it can come back and get you too. So you want to make sure you have good services. Now, local search statistics. Consider this. 82% of local searches result in offline action. 77% of all local searches are now done online. 78% of online shoppers use reviews and ratings when purchasing. 95% of all online searches never go beyond page 1. And with smartphone popularity, internet searches are skyrocketing. Now, here's the concern. Virtually every one of your doctors has an unclaimed, unoptimized, and blank page. See that? See how blank that is? Nothing stands out compared to this doctor's, who has pictures and a map, and and everything is completed on there, and she's got the positive 22 reviews. Okay. Now let me ask you, would you have a blank website? Now, potential patients are more likely to visit your place page than your website, and a blank page diminishes the professional image of the clinic and each of your doctors. Google Places, Yahoo, MSN, and other review pages can say a lot about your services because they review on them. And unclaimed and uncompleted pages don't rank well and may not even appear in the searches at all, which is far worse than missing a Yellow Page listing. Now, consider this. 95% of searches never go beyond page 1, and 84% never go beyond the first 3 listings. So, how many potential customers are you missing, or patients? Well, let's look at Google searches for doctors in March in the state of Utah. Under the term doctors in Utah, there were 18,100 searches. Under a similar term, Dr. Utah, there were 49,500. If you add up all the search terms, there's well over 60,000 searches every month for doctors in Utah. If you look more specifically on doctors in Provo, had 880 searches. Dr. Provo had 3,600 searches. And so it's probably more than 5,000 searches if you add all those up for doctors in Provo every month. Now, here's the problem. Okay, here's your listing. Okay, Central Utah Clinic up there, and that's great because you're at the very top. But you've got a problem here. And let me ask you: if you were to look at that page, what stands out to you? Is it your clinic? Probably not. Most people their attention is going to focus right here on these areas with all the reviews. Now, to get stars, you have to have 5+ reviews or more. So this is kind of clumped together, and what it does is it distracts from your listing. Really, effectively, the top listing is now Dr. Shelley Savage because yours has pretty much become invisible. And my guess is that these generate most of the business, and this one probably gets the most business out of all of them because they have 29 perfect reviews, and they're clumped in the middle. Okay, and remember that's Provo doctors with at least 4,480 searches every month that aren't really, and you're getting ignored by most of them. That's a lot of missing business. Now, if you don't have a prominent top 3 listing in your city, you have very little chance of capturing any of that business. So you have a first ranking, but it's not a prominent ranking. But we can get you there. And reviews do matter because it's the new way people shop. And they review you on Yelp, Merchant Circle, Google Places, Yahoo, City Search, and a whole bunch of others. And it's all about standing out from the crowd. And you really have to monitor these things. Here's a review page from your women's clinic. And this is just one of the places where you actually have a bit of a reputation problem. If you looked at that, this is where thousands of people are actually going. And I'll have to fill you in on the details on that later. Actually, not in this video. But basically, these are the reviews. And so that's alarming. When you see 1 star, 2 star, 1 star, and people are seeing this, it doesn't give you a lot of confidence in having a baby there. And I'm sure the thing is that people are probably more likely to go out and give you bad reviews than good reviews. And what we do is we kind of help turn that around and get people more likely to give you good, positive reviews than bad reviews, and more of them. Now, reviews need to be promoted, monitored, and managed to protect your reputation and set your doctors apart from the competition. Let's take another look at another detailed search. Google searches for Utah plastic surgeons in March. There were 5,400 searches under that plastic surgeon term. Under top plastic surgeons in Utah, there was 320 searches. And if you add them all up, there's over 6,000 searches for plastic surgeons every month. Now, you've got a problem here in that your plastic surgeon, Dr. Jensen, doesn't even show up. If you look there, that's the first page, and you can't find his listing at all, which is a big problem because he, out of all those thousands of people searching for plastic surgeons in Provo, or in the state for that matter, they're not finding him unless they're searching him by name. Okay, and the thing is that most people, when they go to the computer, they're searching for options for plastic surgeons, but they're not specifically searching for a plastic surgeon by name, at least in those keyword cases, unless they've been referred. And so that's a lot of business that's being missed. Just a few of those with the revenues that come from plastic surgery would be tremendous. Now, many of your doctors share this same problem. We've done our research and we found that there's others out there, and like Dr. Jensen, they are lost in the listings. So, but what if your doctor's listings looked like this? This is a listing for plastic surgeons in Knoxville, and ask yourself, which one stands out? Which one would you call? Well, pretty likely it's the one at the very top with 17 Google reviews because they leap off the page. You have really no idea what's going on with the other ones, but this one obviously has a great reputation. So my guess is that this plastic surgeon is really dominant in that market because they're dominating their internet presence. And it's all about standing out in the crowd. Now, what this shows is that Utah doctors are behind the 8 ball. You know, there's an enormous opportunity for smart doctors to dominate their local niche. An aggressive clinic could leave their competition in the dust before they even knew what hit them. And the big question is, which clinic will it be? Will it be yours that dominates, or will you be one of the dominated? Either way, your competition is soon going to catch on to this. Now, there's plenty of opportunity for your doctors to leap off the page still, just like that plastic surgeon in Tennessee. For example, this is a search for Provo Orthopedics, which has tons of searches. I can't remember exactly, but I know they have a number of them, and it's ready for a dominant player here. No one can't claim that spot. It's just a blank page, and an orthopedist in Provo has a huge opportunity to get up here and get lots of reviews and leap off the page. But yours are clear down here, so they're not in the top 3, barely on the front page, so nobody is seeing their listings. They're not getting any of that business. And when you do this, this means less advertising, more revenue. Now, this is a flyer for Dr. Jensen, and I've got to wonder, since he's not being found in the listings, if this is really, making it so he really needs to advertise to make up the difference there. And reviews must be completed correctly. Reviews in a completed page is not enough. A page must be optimized for ranking. For example, this guy is on page 4, even though he has 42 perfect reviews. And he's yet is on page 4, so nobody's seeing all that good stuff. And the reason for that is it's not properly optimized. Just like search engine optimization, SEO, this all has its own SEO, search engine optimization, applied to it, which we are experts at, and we help avoid that and get you on the front page, and so people can see your great reviews. So what's this costing your clinic? Well, making the following conservative observations. Each doctor is losing $1,000 per month. Okay, that's just a few patients out of the tens of thousands searching for a provider, and I think I've been able to make that case. Now, say 120 of those, you've got 120 doctors losing $1,000 a month. That's $120,000 in revenue lost in 1 month. Okay, now let's assume through our strategies we're able to get you back up to where you're not losing that business. And after that correction of loss, a new marketing strategy, each doctor increases revenues by $1,000 per month. Okay, 120 doctors, that's $120,000 in revenue increased. So you add up the loss from the gain, and that comes to a total monthly gain of $240,000 in revenue. That's $2.8 million a year, and that's extremely conservative. So you're losing a lot of money there, and you have a lot to gain. So what can we do for you? Well, we can get you to the top of page 1. We have a simple method for getting your clients to give you many great reviews. We help you create effective Google Places, Yahoo Local City Search, and other place pages that includes pictures, videos, coupons, and more. We get you listed with many of the top review sites such as Yelp, Yellow Pages, and many more. We help you monitor and defend your reputation through reputation management. We have a built-in quality control system, and we help you to generate substantial new business and dominate your online market by getting you to leap off the page. So why hasn't your marketing company or department taken care of this? Well, with technology, marketing strategies change fast, and some of the most important things can get overlooked. Review management is not easy. It requires extensive networks, and there's few that know how to really do it effectively. Most marketing companies are actually SEO driven, and their hands are tied to it because they've sold so much on it, and they have so many clients based on SEO. They can't really, migrate them and tell them that their ads are less effective because of Google Places and everything anymore. So their hands are really tied to their existing business model, and so it's the companies that are innovative companies that, like our company, that's not so SEO based, that see this opportunity for companies to take advantage of that. And what we do basically is we merge marketing, reputation management, and quality control, which makes us a very rare firm. I haven't run into anybody really in the state of Utah that does what we do. And we only work with one clinic or doctor per city. Otherwise, it's a conflict of interest, and we want to give you our full attention. We will be contacting other doctors and clinics if we don't hear from you. Whichever doctors we work with will dominate the local market. That's a fact. And if you're interested, contact us before we're retained by your competition. Okay, we also have had some additional oversights. In this video, we were only able to touch on a few of the costly oversights that we have uncovered through an extensive analysis on your online presence. There are several that are critical, and it needs to be addressed as soon as possible whether you work with us or not. They are having really a tremendous impact on your finances and reputation of your business. And so what we've done is we prepared a detailed customized report we would love to share with you. Your report includes additional oversights you need to be aware of: an analysis of clinic web presence, a reputation analysis, an analysis of doctor listings, a step-by-step strategy for correction of problems, and maximize capitalization on those changes. So let us help you stop your business losses, increase revenues, and improve your reputation while slashing your advertising costs. Call us now to claim your free report and schedule your business consultation. You can reach us at 801-903-1033 or leave your information and person of contact in the form below. Once again, we're eSmart Marketing, and we appreciate you joining us on this presentation, and we would love to work with you.